So big news. I have finally gotten to what I've always wanted to get to, is getting the face packs done um, for this year's Football Manager, and I thought they would be done loading, but I left the computer and I didn't, like, you need to tick that box of like yes to all to replace the faces, and I didn't tick that box, and so it just stopped. So we're gonna have to wait for that. As you can see, it takes like another 1 hour and 10 minutes, and I think then we can activate it, which would be lovely if we could do that on stream today. This is our Boycott Qatar 2022 World Cup stream series, where I try to stream whenever there's a World Cup match live, to kind of give people an alternative and entertainment, and we try to raise money for the migrants' rights.org organization, so that as situations such as in Qatar, with the migrant slave conditions, migrant worker conditions do not happen again, but with the deaths and with the slave-like conditions they have been living under, and also with them many of them still not having received their fair wage. We always donate once at the start of the stream day. Now this is our second stream of today, so we're not going to do it right now. And at the end of the stream day, if you want to do your part, make this one that little bit better, and help them in that NGO in their fight for migrant worker rights. The link to this fundraiser can be found on the About tab of my YouTube, of my Twitch, and on my Twitter. But let's for now get back into Football Manager. Here we go. We have got the game against Banbridge right around the corner. I progressed through in a couple of hours off stream. We had that 3-2 win in the friendly just recently, and 1-0 win against top of the table Limavady, which is huge and makes the table look a lot nicer for us, because we are definitely clearly in that chasing pack. 12 to 16 points, like within 4 points from second to seventh, and now just 7 points behind first, not 10. Which after 7 games looked terrible. 12 points after 8 games was not quite that terrible at the start of the season as it looked like previously. And yeah, we will look to continue pushing on from that in our home tie against Banbridge. Now, they only stayed up miraculously at the last day of the season last year. And I was sitting on 4 points after 8 games, so I'm pretty optimistic that this one should go pretty well. But you never know. With a congested fixture schedule afterwards, we have the Intermediate Cup, a competition we're looking to win, and the Northern Irish Cup, a competition we're looking to advance in right after. So 3 matches this week. We are just going to get straight into it and start with the one against Banbridge. They recommend us to go attacking, because this is such a poor team. We will start with positive for now. Team we're sending out there is Tom Hegan, Wardler, Walker, Ferguson, Wardlow, our starting back line of recent weeks, basically. Johnny Wilson, Aaron Cochrane in midfield. Again, starting midfield pairing of recent weeks, but in the forward line looks a bit different. So Chris Watts has stomped himself back in the starting lineup with a fantastic winner against Limavady, and then 3 goals in the friendly last week out. And then we have Caelan Ward behind him in the attacking midfielder spot. That is also pretty straightforward one at this stage. However, left wing, we weren't quite happy with Thomas Burns' performances recently. Then we thought he turned a corner before getting injured and having to miss out on this week's football. Maybe he'll be back towards the cup day at the weekend. So James Clark is going to get an opportunity after he turned his performances around for the B team. Now, he's not as bad as his star rating suggests, I don't think. I think he's clearly better than Turkington, who started down the left for us last season, and he's not shown himself to be up to par anymore this season, even though he hasn't gotten worse. And down the right, we have what we have thought to be our starting striker this season, Matthew Herron, who looked very promising in the last friendly out down the right wing, with 2 assists and a 9.4 rating, 5 key passes, 4 chances created. So it could be a new lease of life for him down that right-hand side, and with Watts back in form, I'm confident that maybe we'll get firing again and score a couple more goals than we have been recently. In terms of tactical changes, the only one we will make is taking short kicks, because Tom Hegan, who is replacing Jamie Massey, who's out injured for this week, in goal, is better with his feet than with his hands. So we will let him take short kicks rather than roll the ball out. Without any further ado, let's get started quickly into this stream and see what we can do against Banfield and in the league. So the fans expect the win. Don't let them down. Should I say that? We're playing at home. Yeah, sure. Let's try that. Okay, didn't work out too well. None of the players seem too inspired by that. None of them like the 80 fans we have, but worth a try. So if you have Northern Irish football, you wouldn't expect to get many fans, even as the police of Northern Ireland, as they've lost their last 5 matches. A couple of regions on the wings, but again, it should be a good run out for us. Quietly confident, but you never know with these matches. It could go badly. 98 fans in attendance today would drop the league table though. So a win, if everything goes perfectly, could draw to within 4 points off top of the table. Now it's very unlikely, but you never know. As our first highlight is falling to us 12 minutes in. We have it set to key highlights for the moment. As I'm gonna pour myself a cup of water as Heron beats his men down the right hand side. Does fantastically with his pace. Finds Watts in the center. We would hope for him to do better, but not this time around. 2 of our players have already picked up yellow cards. That is not a good start. We will encourage the boys. They've also already had a couple of good opportunities there. And we haven't shot except for one opportunity we saw seen the highlight of. That is not necessarily what I want to see. There we go. We've had a second opportunity. Let's try and go with our assistance recommendation and go attacking. I mean, that will change our fortunes around. It really is a tie. We should be winning with relative ease. As the next highlight falls here. Lavorka wins the header. We will build up down the left-hand side into Wilson, our playmaker, finds Watts. Dribbles around his man. Is he going to shoot? He is. Not sure where that was either. Wasn't necessarily a super promising shooting position. Didn't do much with it. As Limavady take the lead, so should we fail to win here, they will go further clear of us than they already are. So you got a first highlight looking like it's going to go Banbridge's way, after they have created some good opportunities, according to the highlights. Although we do win it back. Clark can take it down the left here. What can he do with it? He's got a bit of pace about him. He's got 13 acceleration. He doesn't have that pace. He's got like 9 of that, but still he should be able to do a little bit down the wing. But McCavitt is in here, and he scores. So the first time we see them pop up in front of goal, McCavitt scores his 5th goal of the season for a team that only gathered 5 points so far this season. That is quite the amount of goals. As McCavitt M leads into Davidson, who finds McCavitt S, who puts a wonderful first time finish past Tom Hegan, to be fair. Well done to him, but really not what we were looking for in this match. Heron's having a good day out there, so there's one positive to be had. Can't really see where it's going wrong for us, to be honest. Caelan Ward is having a bad day at the office. That might be part of the reason. This is Chris Watts. I will thrash my arms about. What was that? Get your acts together and start playing like the favourites were meant to be. That's how that should look, right? Okay. Everyone appears inspired or motivated except for Johnny Wilson, but he's having an okay game out there anyways. So I think with them showing that reaction, we'll give them all the opportunity to make up for it in the second half. We'll make Caelan Ward an attacking midfielder. And yeah, we'll go into the second half. There's early highlights. 46 minutes. It is cleared, and McCavitt, with the confidence of scoring that goal, picks it up, plays it with a pass with his brother. I don't know. Both called McCavitt. Interesting. I don't know if that's a common Northern Irish surname. I would not suppose so, but who knows? McCavitt is in though. Looks for McCavitt, and oh no. We've given ourselves a mountain to climb. A wonderful pass through. Fair play. Drizzles across the box, and McCavitt taps in. McCavitt's initial shot or cross or whatever it was. I will give an early shot of berration to the boys because that's not the reaction we were after. Corner to them. Gallagher swings into the backstick. The Volkhead's clear initially. Nelly to McCavitt on his hat trick. Lavorka just about gets rid of it. Someone was named OG Gallagher. Yeah, sure, he's the OG. There he is taking the corner. Ferguson heads out. Okay. Yeah, they got 2. Okay, because of that. The goal they just scored. Tap in. So we don't have a replacement for Elliot, but actually we have Connor Young. Connor Young is a decent fullback as well. He's meant to play in the centre of midfield for us, but it's Ferguson, who's supposed to be one of the leaders out there, showing signs of being anxious. Kai Wardlow is supposedly not doing too well. So we bring on Nathan Riddle. He can play as a wingback on support, because we will also bring on Bradley Yep to cut inside. Inverted wing on attack. Jack Owens come on for Caden Ward, like an advanced playmaker. Johnny Wilson, centre midfield on attack. Jake Moore comes on for a disappointing Christmas. All 5 substitutions made early. This could come back to bite us. But I mean, we got to try something. Oh, so pressed them a bit higher up the pitch. Cut them inside, hopefully counter them. And see if that changes anything. I don't really know where it's gone wrong so far in this match. We've thrown a shot of encouragement out there, but there's a highlight folding before that goes through. Hopefully it's not the goal that seals the match already. Davidson. Okay, Riddle gets rid of it. New player's already on. Richie looks for Davidson. Young heads it out. That's good. Okay, Heron, what can we do with it here? Ball over the top to Moore. Chasing it, can't get there, but Heron showing good work right out there. Okay, good win back. Owens, Heron. Over the top for Moore. Moore's in. Come on, Moore. Show us last season, shaky Moore. There he is. Let's go. Heron gets an assist down that right-hand side. And we know him now that right-hand side. And Jakey Moore shows a bit of last season Jake Moore. And it's a banging finish, to be fair. First time, bouncing ball in front of him. Top corner. You can't get more top corner than that. Wonderful finish. The encouragement shout has gone down mostly well. Come on, let's turn this game around. OG Gallagher is gonna swing in a free kick. Richie's in so much space there. What happened there? Header clear. Oh, Toman. Riddle gets rid. Okay. There's a bit of a kid clash going on there. Like, obviously you can see the trousers, but top both, I don't know, not that good. Jake Moore has done wonderfully there to wait for men in support. He scored! Did you see that? Oh my god, what just happened? Oh my god, Jake Moore! That's gone down as ridiculous. He did all the hard work on his own. Can I go back further than that? Yes. Okay, let's see that. So Riddle clears it. Jake Moore picks it up. I thought he'd done wonderfully to just stay clear of his man. Let runners come in support. But what he's decided to do instead is just go to the byline, hit, cut back, and look at that. Oh my goodness! What a finish! Jake Moore's back. Jake Moore is back. And he's apparently settling into the match well. Yeah, I would tend to agree with that. I know it's been going well. I don't need to change anything. Corner kick to us. Is that going to be a highlight? Young to deliver. As Young's been massively disappointing as a set piece taker so far. I thought he'd be a game changer for us. Come on, boys, let's win this. There he is, delivering a corner. Ferguson goes up for it. Heads over. Don't remember the last time we saw Ferguson score a header from a corner. We had quite a lot last season, but not this. I don't know. Is there anything else we can change? We've done well, but not. And it's not like we created lots of opportunities since we made those changes. Most of it was just Jack and Mo being on fire. Goal of the season easily, by far and away. Now, last season, Nathan Riddle won the goal of the season, but this has to be a contender for goal of the series. What a stonking shot after that run. I don't know really now. Let's just keep things as they are. See if the boys can make the difference out there. Come on, come on. Yes, corner. Come on, Fergie. Cochrane. Ooh, weak foot. How did it drop to him? Swings it wide though. Come on. Please. Ah, damn it. Again, it's a game we need to win, but I feel like we need to come out of that in high spirits. What a comeback to put a level at 2-2. Bit disappointing that in the end we didn't put up more of a fight, but yeah, it seems like this team's still struggling to find itself. I'll be positive after that comeback, and I say I'm so proud of the work you all put in to salvage something in the second half. Well done, especially Mr. Jake Moore, giving us a selection headache at striker. I like it. I like it a lot. He definitely gets the cup game midweek to see if he can confirm that form. As yeah, we dropped down to 7th. If that was all had we wanted, we would have been on 15 points and kind of leading that 15-point pack, 2 points behind second. But now we're back down to 9 points behind Limavady. So pretty much where we started the day off with. Just a couple of games less to go, 1 point less in distance. But overall, sour taste to have lost the game, but to have drawn that game. But it's it's good that it came in such a manner. Hayden Ward's been a bit disappointing since coming in, I have to say. He's always looked pretty average and semi-decent, but in the recent weeks he's not done anything out there really. What an effort by Jake Moore for both those goals. Following a couple of poor performances, I think this is going to be, for the moment, the end of Elliot Wood's time in the fast team. It's been a good run, but yeah, we all knew he wasn't quite ready. We were enjoying it as long as it lasted, but yeah, Nathan Riddle getting the assist. Insane. Sent McDowell to the press conference. Jake Moore on form. Very pleased with how you played and that the fact that you scored. You know what? From now on, no, I don't know. Actually, maybe we have a staff meeting, but I think we're going to holiday between games a little bit more, just so we get through it a bit quicker. Because I always get stuck on like minor unimportant things, like how people react to if I find them or something like that, and that's kind of what as an overall here for, I think. Yeah, stepping away from the league, let's just progress in the intermediate cup competition we're looking to win this season. To be fair, so was the league, but it's not looking like we're going to be able to build the consistency that we need to do it. Obviously, we're not going to give up and look to at least push for that promotion playoff spot, which I think we're 6 points behind now. But yeah, that is... Wait. Good comeback, but it was all Jakey Moore, to be honest. Hopefully he can keep that form up. Gives a bit more of last season's Jake Moore. So we did give him the benefit of the doubt and started him this season, but in the early games he didn't really do much. And Chris Watts just absolutely tore every opponent to shreds. And it looks like it's turned around a bit, even though Watts did look good the weeks before as well. So bit of a conundrum there, but it's a good one to have, to be honest. And let's see how far the. I think it's finished. But you know what? So how to install a face pack? We have to like. What's the thing with the caching we need to do? Once it's done, your player profile should look like. Okay. So we need to preferences, interface, I think. No. What's no? General. Okay, let's just open them all, and I'll find it in there. Okay, we stop using caching. We'll reload the skin, and if we reload now, I think the faces should be there. Sorry, I had to check something on the other screen to make sure that I'm doing this right and how to do it. As I think I did it correct downloading the face pack, putting that all in. So maybe? Oh, it's taking quite a while. I guess it's a good sign, because it needs to load all the faces in. Okay. Let's see. Tom Hegan. Hey, yeah, what? Come on, we finally have a face pack. Okay, let's go through the team. Let's go through the team. Let's do it. How should we do it? Should we go position by position? Let's go through the hierarchy. Let's go bottom to top. No, wait. We can see the faces this way. Forget about that. Okay, Tom Hegan has a face. Not everyone has a face, I sort of. That's okay. He looks a bit weird. A bit of a hairline problem, but yeah, good-looking lad. Tom Hegan, goalkeeper. Matthew Heron, our wonderful pacey right winger now. He looks younger than I expected. No, he looks like a very nice chap. Very likable character, Mr. Matthew Heron. Matteo Lavoca, our Italian stallion, sadly doesn't have a face. We got a face pack, let's go! Yeah, it took me long enough, but finally we did it. John McGill doesn't have a face. Jamie Massey is a region. Ben Mitchell doesn't have a face. Jake Moore doesn't have a face. Jack Owens doesn't have a face. There we go. Nathan Riddle, though. Our oldie left back. 35 years old, and he still looks clueless. Oh, yeah. Good looking chap. Tony Tamati. Ah, what a sexy non-Irish man. Look at him. Handsome boy. Kai Wardle looks like he's made out of wax. What happened there? This is, by the way, the biggest Facebook I could find. It's a cutout one. I don't think there's this big one available. Why does Kai Wardle look like he's made out of wax? Not sure what I think about the hairstyle. But you do UK. Chris Watts doesn't have one. It's sad. William Worry doesn't have one. Captain Fantastic. Johnny Wilson doesn't have one. Maybe we'll need to look for some individual pictures for some of the star players. Elliot Wood, Woody. He had a picture though. It got overridden, I guess. Okay, yeah. Well, he looks exhausted. Bradley, yep. Connor Young. Ooh, looks a bit model facial expression. Not sure about the hair there, Connor. Okay, not that many of our players have a face pack, to be honest. We're almost through. Yeah, there's Hegan again. Okay, that's a bit disappointing. I was hoping for more. So we've got Tumulty, Riddle, Wardlow, Hegan, Heron, Young, and Elliot Wood, although he did already have a face. Exciting times. So I wanted to see the players we have on our short list, our former players. Did they have a face? Oscar Ed. Oh my god, what a handsome man. Oscar Ed. Oh, too bad we couldn't get him in the summer. What a lad. So he's on loan. Where's he on loan at, actually? Kvidving at the second division West Götaland. So I think that's also the fourth tier of Swedish football. Much like he was last year with us. Who else? Lucas Molanda. Too bad, doesn't have a face. Valongashi also doesn't have a face. Kasper Larsen. No, okay. Just Oscar Ed then. Very well. Oh, Carl McDowell. Our coach has a face now. Hello, my friend. That's Caitlin Baxter. Still doesn't have a real face because she's not a real person, apparently. Press conference. Mr. McDowell. Thank you very much. That's exciting, isn't it? Real players looking at you. Okay, available first team players for B team match. Let's see. Let's set up our first team. Then we'll decide. So Tom Heeg and our cop goalkeeper will stay in goal. As he's injured still anyways. Elliot Wood will make space for Craig Bryars. Matteo Lavolca will keep fresh for the league, I think. When are we playing? We're playing today. Oof. And Ferguson is also tired, so I put Ben Mitchell out there. Kai Wardlow is ready to play. And he could use a confidence boost, and if not, then at least have a solid performance out there. Johnny Wilson's ready to play, and we could use him to break that kind of opposition down. Matthew Hanna. Matthew Hanna hasn't really shown himself to be most capable of it. Heron Cochrane is not ready for that match, so we'll play at the center at Conway Young. Matthew Heron can do with a rest. So we'll bring on Jack Berry. Or we'll bring in Bradley Yip for old time's sake. Let's bring in Jack Berry, see if he can turn my opinions of him around. Caden Ward again. Confidence booster, maybe, yeah. Thomas Barnes is... What does he have? Pulled ankle ligaments. He might be able to play, but I don't really want to risk it. Whereas Nick Tarkington... I think we'll try again with James Clark. See if he can turn his fortunes around out there. Jake Moore will start up front. Okay. Substitutes benched and... And Ferguson. Okay, fullback. Maybe Elliot Wood because he can play on both sides, and Nathan Riedel because he can come in on the left wing. Let's go with Nathan Riedel. Jack Owens can stay, and Matthew Hanna can come. Chris Watts on the bench. Then we don't have a winger sub. Bradley Yip should come up with us, really. No, we have Riddle as a winger sub if we need it. Okay. Very well then. B team. What do we set up for the B team? Wood should get a rest. Tarkington can play for the B team. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Squad available for reserves. Next match, 19 minutes. What was it? Inbox. Okay, let us pick these players out. John McGill in goal. Ben Gordon, right centre back. Nick Tarkington, left winger, please. Donny Dummelty, attacking midfield. Bradley, yep, right winger. Brownlee, please, right back. Cashin can play in here. That's a good setup. Let's continue. Okay, two big cup ties, you know. Again, intermediate cup, we want to win this one. So we don't want a repeat of what happened in the Steels and Sun Cup. Jamie Massey is back to full training, but I don't really think Massey is ready. Like he says, ready for full match, but conditioning. Thomas Burns presumably is also ready, but we'll save him for the weekend. Let's go to a tactical meeting. Again, they tell us to go positive, attacking. We'll start off positive for now. It's worked to our last game, didn't it? And yeah, this is our team selection. We will make that next match only substitution of take short kicks. And without any further ado, I think we shall get into it. Again, yeah, we had the pain in the Steels and Suns Cup that in the second round we went out on penalties against an amateur side. So I'm going with a bit of a stronger lineup than we did back then. And hopefully it should do the trick. From the fist, this match we should be winning. Make sure we do. Let's get through to kickoff. The only person motivated by that is Mr. Mitchell. We have a strong team out there. We should be good enough. And again, we should have been good enough to easily take care of Banford on the weekend. It's just not always how it plays out in football, is it? So first highlight, Briars, throw in. Wilson looks to deliver. Okay, Wardlow's going to pick it up. Does World hold onto the ball? Plays it to Young. Ben Mitchell on it. Wilson, there's a bit of space down the right here. Wilson goes for a shot. Blocked and comes out to Young. Wardlow, that's an optimistic ball. And it's going to go to that goalkeeper. And we'll see where the highlight goes from there. He goes long. Graham wins that header. Ward looks for Moore. Nice pass through the gap. And Moore can't quite continue his goal scoring run. It's it fully square on off the bar. There was a lot of power behind that one. But we're looking lively. We're looking good to begin with. Clark's going to pick that one up. Can't keep hold of it for the team though. There we go. Ward into Moore. Is he going to try and shoot? No, he finds Berry. A calm and composed pass. Berry goes around the outside. Across the box. Can't find Moore. Bryars has it at the back line. Come on. Let's get a good shooting opportunity. Is that going to be Wolves? I don't know how he was allowed to get there. This is awful to watch, to be fair. No one's able to hold onto the ball for more than 2 seconds. Berry now. Wilson. Shaky Moore on the volley. That was a good combination. Some of our best players out on the pitch today. We will go attacking. However, we will also go for walk the ball into the boxes. There's a highlight falling from the corner as they go 1-0 up with their first shot. I don't know. Am I just expecting too much of this team? Are they just shit, or are we getting really unlucky? So, you know, wonderfully tipped on header by Moore, the delivery of Hegarty, but shouldn't be happening. Should not be happening. Hassan said that he doesn't know. Yeah, I don't know. Youngsman's in the corner. It's Briars who heads over. I feel like relying on Young for set piece really hasn't worked. I feel like we should take him a free kick duty as well, because we haven't seen a single highlight of him taking a free kick, even though he's got 11 free kick taking. So I'll encourage the boys to hopefully push on and find the equaliser before half time. Because we've had some decent opportunities. You know, nothing which we'd expect to score from, but some we could. But we go in at half time, 1 goal down, with them having had 1 shot. I thought we had a good enough team to challenge. Yeah, really, we seem so improved. Maybe it has something to do with my tactics. But again, I don't feel like we're giving up that many opportunities. We'd have to have a look at the XG table after this match, actually. I mean, I know it's a cup tie, but it'll be quite interesting to see. So our wingers aren't doing anything out there. What's another thing I'd like to saying? Focus of play. I don't know why they're not. I'll stay positive. Don't lose faith for creating as many chances. We need to be ahead, so keep going. The score will eventually reflect that. That inspires Craig Briars. No one else doesn't give a shit. So should we go wider so that the wingers have more space to operate in, or should we go narrower so that they're closer to the play? I think we should try and go wide. Let's try and go super wide. Stretch the opposition out. If we counter press them a bit, we'll put a bit more pressure on them because they haven't created anything. So maybe if we press them more, they'll give us the ball in advantageous positions. And then we'll see what happens. And Dolphin done a good job bringing on all these players. Yeah, definitely. I felt like we improved in almost every position of the pitch. Obviously, we've got some players aging, so we're not going to be in top stead in every space, in every spot, but I thought we'd definitely be good enough. Okay, early second half highlights. Jake Moore clearly offside, isn't he? He's not. Jake Moore back to Briars. Is he going to shoot? Briars got space to shoot, not the kind of guy we expect to, but I don't mind him taking that on. It just goes bagging, but the highlight does continue. Let's see how a new pressing scheme lines up. As they haven't created anything from open play, so I'm pretty confident in all the highlights that almost all of them are going to fall for us. Ward with a nice switch out to Barry. Barry back to Briars. Jake Moore can't get under it. Hey, what a finish! Oh, I didn't even really need to commentate on Ward in that position. He just turned. No one pressured him, and he just figured, okay, I'll just place this top corner. That's what I like to see. One of our better new signings taking the game with the scruff of their neck. Look at that. The top 2 performers combining with that. And Wilson finding Ward. Just turns on the spot and just bangs it. Oh, we're seeing good goals today. Come on, there's absolutely no doubt as to who should be winning this match at the end of it. Just as I say that, we stop creating anything. And, you'd be half pushed to say that was as much of an opportunity that we just seen out there. I'm going to bring on Nathan Riddle. I know it seems counterintuitive to bring on a winger on support in this spot, because we're going to make Caleb Wall an attack midfielder instead. So we push him down that left so he can use more of his left foot. I'd like him to, because he always feels like he pops up in the right half spaces rather than the left one. So we'll try this. Maybe it'll mean that him and Wilson can't link up that well anymore. That'll make us less threatening. And also Jack Barry hasn't done much. I think from the highlight we've seen, the pushing the wingers further wide hasn't necessarily done us harm. So all the players I have on the bench aren't. I mean, we'll bring on Chris Watts for Jake Moore, who hasn't quite been able to confirm his performances from the weekend. And we'll leave everything else as it is for now. Is that a highlight or is that just because we just made some changes? Okay, it's a corner for us. Let's see, can Young put in a good delivery? No, he can't. Not even worth the highlight, apparently. Okay, so one thing that's probably not working much is the pass into space, because they're probably staying off us a bit. Caden Ward is dead on his feet out there. Or if the performance he's put in, I feel like we need him. I don't really want to change anything. I want to keep exactly this personnel out there. Let us now try and go a bit more narrow. See if that makes a difference for the wingers, because the wide, at least in terms of average rating, doesn't seem to have done it. I feel like on the pitch, what we've seen hasn't been bad, but it hasn't necessarily been very good either. Come on, boys. Wardlow on the throw-in. Finds Riddle. It's apparently done well since coming on, 6.9. Finds a crossing position. Barry heads over. Good movement to get away from his marker there. Barry really doesn't like it, but I encouraged him. He doesn't seem to have the right attitude. Young with a corner, come on. He doesn't find anyone. Graham, long punt, and the goalkeeper catches it. Okay, what is this highlight going to be? Please don't let it be a long punt and them just being in. We should have that one. Yeah, Jack Graham takes it down. Over to Wardlow. Good switch to Barry. Can he run in his man? Or maybe find Bryce. Bryce made a good run. Doesn't have the best delivery on him, but from here, he does it! Come on! Chris Watts back amongst the goals. And I really don't know which striker to start. Both the last two matches, the two off the bench scored, but you know, it was always one replacing the other. Was replacing more in this case, and last game was the other way around. Bryce with a wonderfully lost in delivery. Good run he made there. And yeah, that's just fine. You know, we'll take a 2-1 in that case, I guess. Obviously, I would have wanted it to be a bit more comfortable, but sometimes you just have to take what you're given. Stop finding short goalkeeper distribution, get the men behind the ball, and take Kalen Ward off to bring on Jack Owens. Should we bring on Hannah for Wilson? Who's more likely to be back for next match? 6 natural fitness. Johnny wasn't done actually. Okay, so we're not going to see Kalen Ward ready for the weekend's fixture anyways. We kind of need him. Oh, we also need Johnny Wilson, so might as well do that. I switched to that left side for the attack midfield spot. I don't know if it's worked. We haven't seen anything from it. What a goal from Kalen Ward. Just remember that one. Let's watch it again before we get into the last 2 minutes and we inevitably screw this up. We got turns and bang! What a finish! Highlight here, 2 minutes to play. Hannah on it off the bench. Good delivery to the back stick. Would can't win it though. I don't know what Mitchell tried there. Okay, they always go for the long delivery, but with us staying off them, it's working pretty well, to be honest. Graham, don't do anything stupid, please. Ooh. Put his man under a lot of pressure. What's... Ooh, he's broken through his man there. Can he score a brace? Oh, just over. Okay, it looks like it's not going to have been a pretty one, but we should be fine now. And I'll progress through here. Again, obviously would have hoped for it to be better, but the main thing is to get the win at the end and progress through. At the end of the day, if we do manage to go far in this cup, if we do manage to maybe even win it, no one will have asked how we beat an amateur side in the second round. Could have been a 9-0 better and can be a narrow 2-1 victory. As long as we make it through, we're still alive in the competition, everything is fine. This is dragging on now. Are we still on key highlights? Yes, we are. They don't really seem to be pushing for it too much. They seem to be quite content to have given us a good game here, but fine to just let it peter out at 2-1. Why did I say something? Okay, all good, all good. We get the win, 2-1. We advance in the cup. Look at that. They had that one shot. We had 30 shots. Yeah, just a 2.27 XG. I would hope for more from 30 shots. But yeah, at the end of the day, deserved victory. We get it done. And yeah, we'll tell the boys, good comeback, because it was. Chance creation, or rather chance conversion this season has been poor so far. It has, yeah. Let's have a quick look at the XG table. Look at that. Okay, in fairness, we are only underperforming our expected points by like, what is that, almost 2 points? We are on 13 and we should be on 14.8. However, you can see the rest of the league are having quite a bit of difference, especially Mavadi. So we should be top of the table, only just. I wouldn't necessarily say that this means we've been by far and away the best team out there. But it does have a lot to do with misfortune that we are sitting in 7th rather than towards the top of it. Again, you shouldn't read too much into XG because it's also all about who you get into those positions to score the goals. And sometimes it's just the wrong people. For us, it's a bit of a case of, you know, getting the right people into the right spot too often in one game and then not enough in other games. Yes, apparently we can't even click the match here. We progress in the Intermediate Cup. We'll send McDowell to the press conference as Kalen Ward shines in that goal. Game. What a goal he scored. Devlin spotted. Keep an eye on Ben Mitchell. Everyone has an eye on Ben Mitchell. Okay, who's had a really good performance? Craig Bryce had a 7.4 in the end, even though it wasn't too good before. Jack Graham, by the way, has quietly, especially for the B team, had a very good season. And we should be confident to bring him into the fast team whenever. James Clark once again. Absolutely turd. Jake Moore also very disappointing. Maybe Jake Moore of last season isn't quite back. So Chris Watts will come back in for the next match. So that big cup tie and then a week's rest. No, I'm gonna set up my team now and then rest the players. I want to be ready to play. So Craig Bryars can stay in the first team. Jack Graham, you know, I wouldn't mind having him in the first team, but Ferguson and Lavorka have been doing well recently, so keep them out there. Kai Wardlow, Riddle's done good off the bench, but it's a different task to come on off the bench when we're chasing a game, going attacking and defending for 90 minutes straight. And I think Kai Wardlow is a better option for us against a higher tiered opposition. Connor Young's done well out there. Cochrane has been doing better this season. What are they saying in terms of big matches? Doesn't feel comfortable. I'm not sure how much of a big match, how much this is considered a big match, but okay, we'll go with Connor Young then. Looks a bit more comfortable in those big matches. Matthew Harron will come back at right wing. We look to keep Caden Ward in an attacking midfield spot, but I'm not sure if he'll be back fit soon enough. Thomas Burns can start down the left because nothing else really seems to have worked on that left-hand side. Okay. Ideally, this is going to be our starting lineup. Kalen Ward is going to get 3 days training rest. Everyone else who looks a bit tired is for now going to get a 1-day training rest. And let us continue. Rangnick with Austria. Who's boy? Furke boy. This should be Austria manager. Interesting. Austria was Rangnick has had to end his reign as a national team coach, but was any immediate effects. So what's he done? About a year in charge, year and a half maybe. He's seen us sit bottom of our European Championship qualifiers. No, we finished bottom, behind Luxembourg. What have you done, Rolf? Finished bottom. What happened here? Okay, so we got relegated out of the Nations League. 1 point. Portugal, Spain, and Wales. I would have expected to get more out of a group where Wales is featured in. We got them again in our European qualifiers. So we lost against Israel, drawn with Wales. I'm Austrian, by the way. This is why I'm so interested in this. Yeah, Luxembourg, who had a -10 goal difference. Well, Luxembourg. Okay, I'll have a look at the table again in a second. 2-2 home draw against Luxembourg. What do you mean we lost the head-to-head to Luxembourg? We drew them 2-2 at home and we lost 2-1 away. My God! Kosovo 1-1 away draw. Israel on 1-2 loss. You know, these are results that can happen. That's fair enough. Israel is a good side. So slip-ups. A full 1 home win against Wales. Good, very nice. 2-1 loss to Luxembourg. 2-2 draw at home to Kosovo. What happened, Rob? Look at that. Yeah, we finished behind Luxembourg on goal difference. We had a 0 goal difference, which isn't terrible considering how far down the table we finished. My God. Yeah, good thing that he's gone. I don't think we've got the reputation yet, but you know, if the opportunity ever does come up, I wouldn't mind taking charge of Austria. You know, I really wouldn't. My God, Ralph. That's even more disappointing than we're doing this season. And it's really not been going well so far for us. There's a couple of ties happening in the intermediate trophy. When's it going to get drawn the next round? As our B team failed to win against Institute reserves. That's okay, it can happen. Did at least the first team players to have good performances? Not really. Not really at all. But they use in the table, that's fine. So we get in the next round. Yeah, when's the draw? Okay, it's Friday next week. So first we'll have to lay our eye on the Northern Irish Cup, 4th qualifying round. It's the first time we're going to be competing in the Northern Irish Cup. Last year they went out before, obviously we joined the club. And again, you know, the bold expectation is to qualify for the Northern Irish Cup proper. However, we did get one of the toughest draw you can get at this stage, which is away against one of the best second-tier sides, championship sides. As the championship is the highest tier, which joins this competition at this stage. So, very, very tough battle. But we've shown ourselves not to be counted out against teams from tiers from above our league. And, you know, we already knocked out one of the one team from the first division, from the top tier, in one of the cups this season, and we gave Linfield not a good game, but we didn't get embarrassed by them as well. So don't count us out before the game has happened, but it's actually going to be a very tough one. It's the first time we're competing in competition. I think we're going to attend the press conference. Fast hour before I forget, let me see. Does anyone need another rest session? No, I think everyone should be good for tomorrow's match. Nice and rested. Yeah, let's attend the press conference with Mr. Neil Stewart, our friend from the Belfast Football Free Press. We'll be looking for the team to pick up where they left off last time out. I mean, we won 30 shots to 1. Looks more convincing than it was. It all comes back to hard work. Do you have a date in mind for Thomas Burns' return from injury? Is the match against Dandela realistic? He's close to being back. Hopefully he will be. That was a very quick one. I thought that would be more exciting for such a big competition. I think it's a big competition. I think it's the biggest cup in Northern Ireland, I would presume. But who knows, really? Individual training, that's what we want to look at. This is the first of the month. This is always when I like going through, seeing if the training is making sense still. And criticizing players if they're not progressing well enough. As it kind of feels like the training focus we have laid out for Tom Hegan is not going to produce any results. However, we had him on tactical before, that didn't produce any results either. Technique is not really needed. Yeah, sure, let's do a bit of goalkeeper reaction. It's always good for a goalkeeper to react better. John McGill is improving a little bit with that training focus, that's good. That's Jamie Massey showing an improvement, good. Again, training focus don't seem to be doing much. Priors not developing. Elliot Wood, good training performances as we've come to know from him. As Andrew Fargus is really falling apart at this stage. I don't know how much longer he can keep that starting spot down if his attributes keep on dropping. Jack Graham is improving at 27 years old. That's kind of fair enough, but still criticize him for it. And Walker as well, 22. That's inexcusable. Doesn't really seem to change the players' morale too much. Look at wax figure Kai Wardlow. Showing an improvement, good. William Warrior has taken several large steps back in the football over the last few months. Yeah, look at that. He can't even get out of bed. Full acceleration, full pace, 2 stamina. He's gassed after brushing his teeth in the morning. Connell Young's not been training well. I hate to see it. Nor has Nick Tarkington. Johnny Wilson isn't improving either. To be fair, I don't expect all of them to be massively improving. We don't have good training facilities. Many of them have just recently joined the club. So we'll give them some time to settle in first. But it's always good to criticize them if, they're at an age stage where they should be improving, because that will lift their morale a little bit. I mean, James Clark, though, not improving is awful at this stage. Okay, that's done then. Let us move on. Oh, Northern Irish Cup tie. First time ever. Away against Dundee. They finished third last season in the championship. No idea what they're doing this season, to be honest. We'll have a look at that before we get into the match, of course. So the monthly board performance review is finally up to a B- after not having been able to get over a C. Supporters still rate us at a C+. What's the dynamic saying? It's gone down a bit. The team cohesion has looked better, I feel like. So Ferguson drops from being a team leader. Or a social group saying, ooh, 3 primary social groups now, very split. Connell Young not having any friends. Yeah, that did look better a month ago. Ooh, recruitment meeting in preparation for the upcoming transfer window. Ah, not filling in transfer mood at all. But obviously we'll attend the meeting. Set up your squad for this season and outline your intentions. Very well. I'm very happy with all positions. You know, some performances still lacking a little bit, but I kind of still like a defensive central midfielder. But actually, no, I'm actually pretty happy still with the squad we have. You know, left winger, if Thomas Barnes doesn't finally start hitting the ground, James Clark and Turkington both clearly aren't good enough, but I think for this season should be fine. If you find a good option, please bring them in. As no one's expiring contracts because they're all here on non-contracts. Here's a recap of all the players we're looking to offer for transfer or loan. Tony Thomas is considered not to be good enough. What was his contract saying? He's on an amateur contract, and I'm not complaining about his match time. So no, I will not list him yet, but thank you. Okay, recap of the recruitment program. Who's assigned to the recruitment team for the attack midfield on left. Look weak in this position. As I said, I tend to agree with that, so I'll go with my chief scout then. Okay, Thomas Barnes ready to play 75 minutes. William Rory has continued to fail his fitness test. He's still predicted to be out for 2 to 5 weeks again. Don't think we'll play him. Okay, so Dundee away from home. They're sitting fast in the championship. 32 points out of 16 games. So it could hardly be a tougher match. They have just lost the last match after going on an insane run of winning, what is that? 8 out of 9 matches. Is that correct? 8 out of 9 matches. They've finally been stopped by Anna, who also knocked us out of a cup this season already. But they do look like quite the opposition. Let's see. It's predicted to finish 7th, finished 3rd last season. And are looking like they're looking for promotion. Let's see who is their key player. Neil Shields. Goalkeeper. Looking double decent. Here we are there as the hot prospect. Also looking okay. Yeah, this is going to be tough. I feel like, yeah, this is all I can say. They say we should go positive instead of balanced. I'd be inclined to agree with that. But we'll try. playing our way. So the fast team is kind of set. Like this is the team we're gonna be going into the match with. Keegan, Bryars, Lavorka, Ferguson. Yeah. The bench, I don't know if I have that set up the way I want to yet. I don't think so. So Ben Mitchell currently sits on the bench. However, I want Jack Graham out there. He's looked very good. But never called upon both for B and first team this season. Nathan Riddle has looked good off the bench as a winger. That can also fill a wing back role when needed. Wood is also very useful to have on the bench. I think we will stick with Riddle. Then we will have Owens. I don't know if also Cochrane. I think we'll go for a winger proper in case we need to throw some pace on there, chasing the game late. We'll go for Jack Barry and Jake Moore as a striker sub. Who is missing out? Bradley Yip is missing out, Cochrane's missing out, Wood is missing out. Quite a couple of good options missing out. But I feel like this is the best selection of 16 players we can send out there. There's Burns and Wardlow, a good connection. Ward and Watts has deteriorated, even though it was a full orangey band before. But yeah, okay, let's save the game. Did we save the game today since we started the stream? It was yesterday, it's today. Okay, so season 2 stream 7. As Hassan, I think that was in response to the meeting that they're right, the left side is weak. Yes, yeah, no, I have to agree. I feel like Thomas Burns should have been a very strong replacement. I was fine with James Clark actually coming in as our starting left winger. It was a really bad shout for me. 6.46 average rating so far. Yeah, okay, so we'll only do one next match, only change, which is to take short kicks and to play to Ferguson. As much as it has worked out pretty well to play to the advanced playmaker recently, I feel like it only works against weak opposition, which don't press us that high. And also Ferguson's just a bit safer to just play that short. And he's decent on the ball. And we'll submit that team and just see just how badly it goes. Okay, apparently we're on a good run. We're at underdogs today, but that suits us. Go and cause a few upsaves. Let's go with a bit of Jesus juice. I have faith in you, go out and make a difference. I have faith in you, go out and make a difference. Everyone's inspired or motivated by that, except for Connolly Young, who doesn't have any friends. And that's not me just throwing hate. He's actually the one without a social group. As you can see, all but one player in their starting lineup has a face, so the face pack is pretty extensive. However, obviously, 30 of Northern Ireland, you wouldn't expect it to cover everyone. But it is the cutout face pack, which was the biggest one that I found my quick research. So I think as soon as we go up the leagues a little bit, we should basically have the majority / all the players available. As first highlight for us here, free kick to them, and we're 1-0 down. 7 minutes in. Grand. Bark delivers from right, backstick, Gordon rises highest. We don't have a lot of height in this team, so we shouldn't be surprised at ever conceding set pieces, especially to a side which play a division above us, and I would expect to have a bit more about them physically. So let's encourage the boys after going 1 goal down. We look good, considering the circumstances. Connor Young just doesn't like me, does he? Frustrated by the feedback. Shut up. Sorry. Ooh, highlight falling with us down the right hand side of the throw in. I never know what might happen. Heron dribbles inside. Good run. Heron shoots. Wow, on his weaker foot. Is it just over though? You could argue with been the better side. They're leading though, so tough argument to make. Come on, boys. Let's score before half time. No. They just started attacking ball. Let's actually not do that. Oh, we look good out there. I don't want to make comparisons to the last game, but we are 1-0 down at halftime undeservedly. Let's make it count again, like we did last time out. Playing 4-4-2, so maybe we could push our attack midfielder forward and have some joy with them trying to figure out which central midfielder should commit to him. Tom Hegan's pass completion has looked good, so maybe actually we should switch the distribution back up to play to our playmaker. Can't get much worse than 60%. I think we will. Greg Bryce has looked rather dreadful. As has Kai Wardlow down the other side. Matthew Herron hasn't done much either, but Matthew Herron's the kind of player he just needs one moment of brilliance, and all of a sudden, his match performance would have, decided the entire game. Where can I say they've been unlucky? I think we've been unlucky so far. You've done nothing wrong. I really feel like that. We look well. We look good at that. We'll try and push Ward forward even more. We will change distribution up, distribute to playmaker. And that's it for now. Come on, boys. This game is there for the taking. Oh no, as I say, that similar free kick position as to before. Backstick. Off the bar, and Heron clears it. Bark lets it guard for the throw in. Corner to them. Set pieces are scary. Gordon under it. Connor scores. Gordon once again gets a dangerous head-on goal for us, for them against us. Who scored the first goal? Hegan can only parry it, and I don't know what the entire defense was there. Everyone tried to challenge Gordon. No one did successfully, and McConnell just free to tap it in. Highlight to us though, just a couple of minutes later. Although is it? Ward gives the ball to Jamal. McConnell over the top. Okay, it's going to be Higgins. No, it's not. It's going to have to be Wardlow's. I don't know why Higgins didn't come for that. Higgins. What's he going to do now? Okay, he looks for Ferguson. Who looks for Watts? Is he in? He's in. Watts is in here. Come on. Come on, Chris. That was off the bar. Oh, I thought he put it on the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper must have gotten a touch and it bounced off the ground onto the bar. Ah, so unfortunate. Craig Bryars needs to come off. We don't have an obvious substitution to make for him. We put Connell Young out there. Play. What's Caelan Ward's like as a midfielder? He's got a bit of work rate about him, doesn't he? What else do we have? Thomas Barnes. No, thank you. Yeah, okay, so Caelan Ward in here alongside him. Caelan Ward can play Nzala. Wilson can play deep line playmaker defend. And will it be Jack Owens to come on, or will it be a second striker? Will be a second striker. Woods can play as an advanced forward, more as a poacher. Who's can actually be a deep line playmaker on support. Heron on a 6.1 can come off. You know what, actually let's switch him around. More poaches here, what's advanced forwards here. Let's go attacking. No, not very attacking, attacking. Pressure them higher up the pitch. Up to inside and confirm those changes, see if that does anything for us. Bring on Riddle as a wing on support. Try Mazzala. Waters and Mazzala on attack. The tempo. Go a bit more direct. A bit more narrow. Shoot quickly or position defense. Stop preventing short court distribution. Hopefully we'll win the ball back in more advantageous areas. Get stuck in. We don't have any yellow cards. And confirm those changes. Yeah, no, we needed to do more in the first half. Like, obviously, they are better tied than us, so if they take the lead, they'll be able to defend it, especially if they take a 2-goal lead, both of them from set pieces. It's very disappointing, and that's the kind of thing that I feel like Peter McCrowden didn't look at, our director of football, when signing this team. And also, I didn't realize that much. As much as all the players individually look better, as a team, we've just lost a lot of height in the. And we don't really have the aerial presence anymore. Not that it was a threat for us before, but at least it wasn't a strength of ours, but at least it wasn't a weakness. As Barry found over the top, but he was offside. It was a nice takedown volley to play it across the box for more, but has straight offside. And yeah, we're going to go out before we qualify for the Northern Irish Cup proper, which is always disappointing, as that's what the board wanted us to do. I feel like they should understand, considering the tough draw we got. There wasn't a more difficult draw in the hat, really, than away to the championship leaders. But when we look at those match stats, we'll have to say we could have done better, and we didn't. Okay, what to say to the boys? I'm disappointed. We should have won that match based on the chance we created. Yeah, simple as that, to be honest. Even if they are better side than us, and I can kind of understand how it happened, we should have still done better considering our performance. And that's our sort of the Northern Irish Cup, and just like that, where I was so optimistic that we're going to have a lot of fixture congestion for a season full of cup runs. The only cup competition that's left for us is the Intermediate Cup, the same one we qualified for the final for last season. Failed to win it. And it looks like it's going to come down to the same competition this year, alongside the league. So it's a bit disappointing. A bit bitter, but it's just what it is. For some reason, the team last did a lot better than this team now, but it's still early. Yeah, maybe it was that, that kind of mentality when everything seems to be against you, no one thinks you can do it, and the team just grows together. And we're just not able to kind of rekindle that kind of a mentality this season. But maybe they just also need to get used to the tactics and grow into it a bit. Again, we've made some minor tweaks to the tactics, and maybe it's also partly down to that. Maybe last season's just worked better, but I don't necessarily feel like it's been that. Because we had a look at the XG table, we really felt hard done by quite a number of the results so far this season. I think it's just us getting unfortunate. But now that all these cups are out of the way, and we've only got a cup competition left where we expect to win most, hopefully all games anyways, it might be a good opportunity for us to go on a bit of a run, get some confidence going, settle on a team finally as well, not make as many changes back and forth. So it might play in our favor in the end. Sean Connor is satisfied with the win. He says, we played some lovely stuff. It was a joy to behold at times. I would argue against it, but I'm too lazy to go to the press conference and too frustrated as well. Let's jump through to Monday, see if there's a staff meeting. And we've got a away tie against second in the league in Armagh, which was our first game in charge of this club. I'm not sure if it was home or away against Armagh, but we won it 2-0. So yeah, maybe we can do it here again to kickstart our season. I need some hand cream because I have very dry hands in winter. And it's taking so long to progress through. I'm getting really frustrated at that. It's going to be a long season still. Before it ends, I need to remember to cancel some leagues. Price development concerns. Why is that? Seems pretty down about the club's failure to reach the Northern Irish Cup proper. I don't think Craig expects anything from you at the moment, but it might be worth having a word with him. My God, chill. Let's ask Warrior to talk with him. Let's see in what kind of mood Warrior is if we haven't talked with him in a while. I'm willing to try and see what I can do. I can't make any promises though. That's good. Warrior able to resolve the issues. Let's chat with Briars. Is there anything on your mind? We were supposed to reach Northern Irish Cup proper this season, but it didn't happen. Can you explain to me what went wrong? I mean, you had a terrible performance out there. So the 6.1 did nothing to avoid us conceding the goals. Gave away the free kick for it as well for to concede the final score. Like, what the hell, Craig? Honestly, what the hell? Yeah, I'll try to apologize. I can only apologize as hard to me as much as it does you. You're right. If male number 5 can get over it, so can I. Thanks, boss. Male number 5, I guess it's me. I don't know. Okay, well that one. Well, I guess idiot. Boulder very disappointed you failed to achieve one of the objectives later in the club's vision. Is there no mention of they considering the fact that we had the toughest draw we could have gotten and we definitely weren't expected to win that match. Having failed to achieve the short-term targets laid out by the club, where does that leave you with regards to the longer-term objectives? I'm still as passionate and determined to realize those goals today as I've ever been. Overcoming setbacks makes the glory even sweeter when it arrives. Are you truly happy with the direction the club wants to go in, or do you have any criticism? I'm happy here. Definitely. Yeah, board confidence is back down to a C plus from B minus. I mean, that's not that bad a drop off, to be honest, so that's okay. They really put a big dent on the confidence. Yeah, I don't feel like it's that bad. The club atmosphere is still very good, but we still need to work on that cohesion, don't we? Social groups keep on changing back and forth, which to me is also a bit of a sign that it's growing together, because like there's people changing social groups, so that means everyone kind of has different people to get along with. Eventually, they'll all gel together. So that's all fine for me. I'd like it to happen sooner rather than later, but we'll definitely not try to have as much squad turnover over the January transfer window, and then hopefully also over the next summer transfer window if we stay that long. Neither. Formally staff meeting. Let's attend that. We need to end Elliot Wood's individual ball control training because it's not yielding results. It's the second time they've come to me with that concern, so I will now consider it. Now, they also say we could teach him to push the ball past the opponent, but at 10 acceleration, if they've suggested it again, we will do it. If not, for now, we shall practice defensive position. It's always the classic, isn't it? Kevin Brown isn't seeing any results from his individual defensive positioning and should stop as soon as possible. He's got 5 marking. We'll try and keep him working on it. Matthew Hannah's game would improve if he looked to play 1-2 pass and attempt to change the pace of an attack, as his passing is one of his strengths. Now, I'm not too sure about that because he doesn't really have the acceleration to like play, run, receive. So we'll keep going at what he's doing right now. Caden Ward, get full whenever possible. Strong athletic presence, which kind of fits in with our tactical approach. So yeah, we can do that. Let me stop his attacking movement training. That doesn't really seem to have helped much anyways. And he can get forward whenever possible. Okay, overall character of the squad has a positive influence on Nick Tarkington. That's surprising, but good. Jack Graham is not having much success working on his weaker foot. Does that always mean we should just stop, or what are you trying to tell me with this? Wardlow's performances have been very disappointing recently. This is not good. I didn't realize that. Start playing to a higher standard if you want to be the first team. I think we might give Riddle a run out then. Riddle's done very well for us last season. We'll see when match day comes around tomorrow. On the weekend. Sorry, tomorrow. Then we'll make a final decision. Yeah, not starting out too well this stream. We've got that draw against Banbridge. We've got that dodgy progression through the Intermediate Cup. Apparently, a game of ours later on the line has been postponed. That's fine. And now we went out of the cup, rather unfortunately. Okay, that's a team, so we know who to send down for the B team. Mr. Jamie Massey is going to finally come back in. Oh, he's wanted now. He wasn't wanted before by Crusaders. One of the few professional sides in Northern Ireland. Craig Bryers done terribly and is complaining. and Elliot Woods. A couple of pool games, but overall, when we called upon him, has been decent. Tempted, but not convinced that actually let's start out from the first team selection so that the setup is nice here. I'll go with Mr. Craig Price for now. Ben Mitchell is not going to start. No, that spot is now Walker's. And Ferguson also keeps his spot for now. Kai Wardler is going to make space for Nathan Riddle for once. Well, Nathan Riddle is a one-star accountability player now, apparently. So we might be made to rue that decision. But, you know, if you never risk, then you never know. Corcoran comes in for Young. Heron is going to keep on starting down the wing. Caelan Ward stays in the attack midfield spot. Yeah, what do we do down the left-hand side? Should we try starting Bradley Yip out there now? Like our classic wingers down the left, they haven't worked. Should give Tom Burns the opportunity to. I think we should just stick with a bit more, like doing the same, not always changing it up. So Tom Burns, in theory, should be doing fine at this level. We'll wait for Tom Burns to come look good. He's not looked that bad. Chris Watts will start. Okay, so Tom Hegan on the bench, that is good. Jack Graham will go on the bench, and Ben Mitchell, because he's done so well this season. Kai Wardler will go on the bench, because I'm not too sure about my pick of Nathan Riddle. Connell Young and Jack Owens will be on the bench. And then Bradley Yip or Jack Barry? Jack Barry. It's just way better player, isn't he? Jake Moore as the striker. Okay, so who do we want to be available for the B team? So Massey can go because he's in that age range anyway, so that it's fine. And he needs a bit of match sharpness. Jack Owens should go. Matthew Hanna should go. So that's 2 of the spots taken up. Ben Mitchell makes it 3. And then Ben Gordon. James Clark can be made available. Wood can be made available because they're that young anyways. And Bradley Yip can do it for rest anyways. So available for next team for Rezzies. Perfect. Oh boy, he might get snatched up soon. Mr. Massey, yeah, he could. He could be gone any second, that's true. If they really make their interest serious. But actually, quite interestingly, I don't know if it's still there, but off stream just before I checked like the wanted signs on my players. Okay, it's gone now. John McGill was wanted by a first tier side, which I did not understand whatsoever. He's our 3rd choice goalkeeper. With good reason, you know, not that he's a bad player, but for our level, he's our 3rd choice goalkeeper. But the top tier side was interested. No idea what happened. But they have since stopped their pursuit of him. Okay, anyone else? Clarkey, Owens, Hannah, Blackstock, Brownlee, Reese Watson, Mitchell, Elliot Wood. Oh, Blackstock isn't out there. Brownlee in midfield. Why do I play Blackstock? I guess Blackstock can stay out on the bench. So before the match against Armor, we'll have the Intermediate Cup third round draw. I think that's the round of the last 32 teams. So we still have quite a ways to go in that competition if we're really serious about winning it. As the Bet-McLean Cup, so that's not the final, is it? Oh, looks like a semi-final. Warren Point against Dollingston and Coleraine against Cliftonville. So we're going to cheer the team from our division on there, which is of course Dollingston. It's Belfast City. Win the Intermediate Cup. Okay, I thought they won the Stills and Sun Cup there. But it would have been good if Dollingston kept on progressing because they're from our league and that would have more fixture congestion for them in store. But they don't. They lose out on penalties. I think the Armagh City game is going to be... Sorry, Armagh game is going to be the last one of the stream tonight. Then we'll already be back in the transfer stuff with January coming around for tomorrow's first stream, I'm guessing. Moving fairly fast through the season. See what the schedule is saying before January. Okay, our 4 league fixtures. I think the first or second stream of tomorrow's first or second of tomorrow's streams will be us starting to January. A couple of league fixtures in there, and then the Intermediate Cup third round draw tie. Let's see who we draw in that competition now. As the Bet-McLean Cup final, we'll see Warren Point face Cliftonville. Good luck to both those sides. As oh my god, our B team just absolutely tore Moyola Olympic to shreds with Grant Grierson scoring 4. It doesn't look too bad for a grade out player. What a performance! Well done. Louis Blackstock had to go off injured. But in the 45th minute, I thought he didn't start. Did he come on and get injured? No, he started on the right wing. Odd. Okay, he's got a torn wrist ligament and he'll be out in 5 to 7 weeks. Let's talk to him and tell him, try not to worry about too much. And he takes that positively. Nice to see. Nathan Riddle has announced his decision to retire at the end of the season on the 18th of May. You know what? That's fair enough. He's dropping off in terms of the quality of player he is. He's apparently only just 1 star. He was a very important player for us last season. This is not that much. He's been at the club since 2016, apparently. 91 appearances for the police service of Northern Ireland. Yeah, he's been a good servant, but I think past this year probably wouldn't be that useful to us. So I wish him all the luck in the world. Should he decide to move on from the sport as a player at least. He was our vice captain as well last season. Still a very influential member in the changing room. I expect there to be a bit of a wave of retirement fairly soon. I think William Rory will decide to retire at the end of the season as well. Anything else would really surprise me. I'm so surprised that he wanted to come back to football after that long-term injury he suffered. He's still intent on it, almost back from it as well. So the press conference we shall skip. Then there's Andrew Flagerson, who's probably got maybe 1 or 2 more seasons like this and another season in his legs, but I don't think much more than that. And who else is there? Yeah, maybe that's it. And Tony Tumulty as well, of course, who's a big part of last season. So a lot of retirements inbound. Let's see what the social groups are doing. Okay, still split. We're going to play Donegal Celtic in the Intermediate Cup draw. I overlooked that there was the draw here, sorry. That was my bad. 27th of January. Donegal Celtic, they are semi-professional side in the B&P Intermediate League. Not sure, but that might be the division below us, as we have an historic rivalry with them. No way! Fantastic! We're facing our rivals from the lower tiers, which aren't in the game. Who would have thought that? That's so cool. Gonna play at home as well. Donegal City won the competition in 2010. With the draw pitting in from Donegal Celtic against their bitter Belfast rivals, a bumper crowd is expected and will undoubtedly be a fascinating and hard-fought tie. What a cup draw! Fantastic, was the history saying. So they were in the Premier League. Recently, it's 2013. Then after three poor seasons in the Championship, they did get relegated in 2016. And they looked to settle in the third tier. However, it got relegated the season after in 2018. And since the set in the Northern Irish Ballymania Intermediate, which is, as we confirmed now, the division below us in the last 4 seasons. That was so cool. As the key player saying, Emma Templeton. It looks decent. I've got a full squad of players. This could be a really tricky tie. And a really interesting one. I like it. It's a spicy draw. Intermediate Cup 4th round draw. Okay, the 4th round has been drawn as well. So that... Wait. 4th round. She says pitting against the winner between Bollywater amateur side and Rough Coal, another amateur side. So should we progress to Donegal, we should have a fairly easy tie to the quarterfinals, although we will be away from home for that. But first and foremost, we're going to take care of Donegal. And we'll have a full 2 weeks rest before it, so we can focus on that match, which is good. But tricky. I like that draw though. I really, really do. Okay, let's get into the last match of the season. Of the stream against Armagh, who's its second in the table away from home. So a win here could propel us toward that promotion playoff spot, which would be very big. So we're 4 points behind. So we could make it 1 point, although it probably depends on the results the other teams in and around there get. But it would be an important step towards that. And either way, it would definitely, winning against Armagh will definitely get us within striking distance of that second spot. The furthest away could be 3 points from us. So let's get it done. Come on. Lots of time between fixtures. Most of the squad should have been settled in just fine now. Let's go on a bit of a run, please. Okay, Thomas Burns ready for action. William Worry still returning. 11 days to 3 weeks time. Again, we're not desperately waiting for it. His is a position we have filled since. Yeah, so Limavady are playing against Tobermoor. So I would actually like Tobermoor to win, even though they're ahead of us at the table. But obviously, we would like Limavady to remain catchable. That automatic promotion spot would be worth a lot. Because even if we make it to that promotion playoff spot, which would need a small miracle at this stage, although actually good run of form at this stage, there's no guarantees that we will go on and win anything from there in terms of promotion. Let's save the game before we jump into this match. Team is already selected. The only rather odd selection is going to be Nathan Riddle to come back onto the starting lineup. For Kai Wardlow has not been convincing us recently. That feels harsh. No. We'll stick with that decision. As we don't have a designated replacement for Thomas Burns on the bench. Well, Jack Barry comes off. Submit the team. Yes, thank you. Go to match. Come on. Away tie, second in the league. This is our chance to exact revenge on Armagh. God, they have won 4 of the last 5. Just getting a draw in the most recent one. Oh no. Let's get through. Come on. 97 people in attendance. Decent crowd for this level. Pretty average. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, boys. I want to see a response. As I obviously want to see a league table. So it's developing there. So fast highlight one with a free kick for them from their own half. And off ball over the top from McGregor. No! Nasty saves. Should have done better than McGregor, but we'll take it. Come on, boys. As long as Jack Berry is not out there and trying to encourage the boys, because he's the only one who only ever gets annoyed at me encouraging players. This is not good. 63 pass completion, 63% pass completion, 44% possession. One shot so far. Let's go a bit of a lower tempo. Let's distribute to Ferguson. Maybe that helps us a bit. Get a bit more control of the ball. Corner to them. Oh, terrible defending set pieces. Okay, we get it clear initially. McGregor down the left though. Caffrey back out to McGregor. How has he been left so alone there? It was just a man with him. Labour free on the back post. Heads over luckily. Okay, finally a highlight forward with us in possession. Cochrane has it. In the centre circle of Walker. Not known for his calmness on the ball. That was a good choice. Ferguson. He's got an okay pass on him. Cochrane. Over the top to Heron. It's not going to reach him. It's back with them. To the goalkeeper, Carey. That was a nice option. Oh, and Walker wins it back up the pitch. He's a no-nonsense centre back and he's doing a bit of nonsense, but Thomas Burns has it. He's going to shoot. Hoping for him to look a pass inside for Watts, but Watts didn't really make the right run for it. So the changes we've done seem to have done okay for us. Actually pretty well, yeah. That was a good end to the half, which kept them quiet largely, except for those set piece opportunity. Player statistics. Anything which sticks out here? Johnny Wilson's not been playing well. The forward line has not been playing well at all. Keep going and we can win this. We've got a bit more narrow, so hopefully the forward line more options to pass to each other, maybe. I don't know. I don't really know what to do to change Wilson's performance around. Maybe we'll try him as a deep lying playmaker. Get on the ball with a bit more time on it. That's the hope. And start the second half. Absolutely nothing happening. They've had two like 0.01 XG shots. We've done nothing. Okay, let's go back to our passing style. Let's go a bit wider actually. That'll help the front line. Let's press them a bit more. Let's go for Nathan Riddle down the wing. Try this again. Heron up top maybe, and Bradley Yip down the wing. Johnny Wills does not look like doing any better since that change. So we'll change it back. Maybe that'll magically do something for us. Oh, that's not looking good. Connor's in. Chris Box. Clark gets. Brilliant for Brandon Ferguson, apparently. Corner. Oh, no, no, no. Ferguson gets rid of it initially, but McConnell has it. So it's Riley. Oh, giving 3 headers away so easily. So Volk reacts negatively to my shout. I was tempted to take him off anyways. Bring on Jack Graham. Bit better on the ball, I guess. Found those changes. Now, I don't mean to be pushing for it too desperately, but we need wins. We do need wins. Gonna go for Jack Owens and we'll make him a central midfield on attack. I'm gonna go for more. We'll go back to a bit of a lower speed. We'll go back to the approach which helped us create, like, be the most solid before half time. We'll go over here a little bit. Should we go attacking? No, no, not yet, not yet. We'll think about it. Oh no, free kick. Clark shoots. Oh my god, Ferguson! So, hey, look at that. What a free kick. What a free kick. Wonderfully placed. Off the... And look at Ferguson tackling. I was certain he was just going to slot it home there, striker. And the way Ferguson came in from behind and snatched it away from him. Fantastic. Let's go attacking. Come on. Let's make a push for this, please. Draw us at least one more highlight. Bit of false hope. Come on. Bit of teasing. Again, away against second in the league, this is a good result. Don't get me wrong. Away against second in the league, this is not a bad result, but it's not what we need at this stage. We need to be catching up. Yeah, I take that it's always good to get a result when not playing as well as we know, as I know we can. Maybe I should demand more of them. Sorry. Don't like what I just saw from this team. Most players are inspired by that. Chris Watts looks disheartened. You weren't good enough today. Seemed very motivated. Okay, that works then. Yeah, that pushes us, like, it keeps us in the lower half of the table. It's not where we want to be. Limavardi win, they're now 11 points clear of us. 17 matches to go. Not unattainable, but the only thing we're going to be looking out for from now on is that promotion playoff spot. If it somehow happens, then we could have a chance of finishing top, great, but that's the best thing we can hope for at this stage. 4 points still outside of that second spot. However, there's like 3 teams on like that 4 points ahead of us. Next, we're facing Moyola Park away from home. Also not an easy task, as they are one of the teams which have been hard done by the expected points table. They should be in and amongst the top and towards the bottom of it. As Armor promotion bid takes hit, apparently Armor making a promotion bid. Where they expect to finish in 8th? Where are we expected to finish actually? 9th. Yeah, it's all not looking too inspiring to be honest. But somehow we'll be able to turn this around. I am sure of it. But I think that will be it for today. We will return tomorrow with in an early stream at 4 p.m. with at least 3 hot fixtures in the league, and then the start of the January window, and then in the afternoon one we're going to go fully through the January window. I would hope at the evening one from 8 to 10. And yeah, exciting stream day tomorrow. I look forward to it. I thank you for joining in today. Obviously, before we end it out, we will do another donation to the good cause for the Migrants' Rights Organization. Another 10 euros going there to work us towards our 750 euro goal. And thank you very much for tuning in. We just have the one streamer. I'm guessing that's you, Mr. Hassan. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope I shall see you tomorrow. Again, just one streamer. I don't really like doing raids. I like giving you the choice of where you want to go next. Well, you know, leaving that up to you. Thank you very much for tuning in. And I hope we shall see each other tomorrow. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.